Top 10 things I hate in WoW. Number 5. Blizzard. The company that made it. The game. I don't like Blizzard. Now, there's been a few incidents with Blizzard that really just kind of makes me question their brain organ smarts, you know, that thing. Their intelligence. Yeah, that thing. Makes me kind of question their intelligence. For example, about 3 weeks ago, I filed a ticket, I guess you could call it. I don't know why they call it tickets. They should be like complaints. But anyways, you file a ticket, and then I was like, yeah, can you just tell me why warlocks are so impossible, please? Because in that day, I was in Battleground, and there was like 5 or so warlocks on the Horde team, and I was like getting feared all over the place, and it was the most annoying Battleground I've ever been in. But that's besides the point. About 4 hours after I filed the ticket, they replied, "Hi, how are you today? Here, you need some help with warlocks? What's going on?" And I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to remember what I said about them? That was 4 hours ago. Learn to respond. So I eventually did remember, and I was like something along the lines of, can you just tell me how come warlocks can kill basically everything and paladins can kill basically nothing? And they're like, oh, something not important, something, delete your cache, something. And I was like, no, they didn't even say something, delete your cache. They said, can you explain exactly how? And I was going on this whole rant. I actually did one of my big ass long rants, but I was typing it all. I only made one spelling error too, which was pretty nice. And I think it was about Death Coil, and I was like, how come Death Coil is probably like the most overpowered piece of fuck in the entire game, and it has a 2-minute cooldown? Something like that should have like at least a 5-minute cooldown. At least. I mean, a friggin' Divine Shield only has 5. You can dumb it down to 4. And that can be actually dispelled now. So, like, what the fuck? There's, like, no point in it now. And then the GM replies to me, oh, well, it may be just because paladins are, in quotes, underpowered, or because warlocks are, in quotes, overpowered. I don't know exactly what to do. You might as well try. And by this point I was going, oh my god, what do you want me to do now? Might as well try going to the World of Warcraft website and go to the forums for feedback. You can voice your complaints there, and it will be noticed. Guaranteed. Ping. And I was like, well, can't you just, like, do something right now? Like, can you, like, put a good word into someone and say, like, hey, look, warlocks need, like, a serious fucking fear nerf or something like that? Oh, and that brings me to this next point I wanted to make. Fear, in, like, the warlock spell, fear. This is what Blizzard does. They're very crafty. In every single patch, basically since the beginning of time, everyone has been asking for a fear nerf. Everyone. Can you nerf fear, please? It's not fair. Nerf fear. It's a no cooldown stun. Just keep nerfing fear, please. And they slightly do it, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll give it like a global cooldown. Yeah, we'll give it like a diminishing returns. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll make the diminishing returns longer, whatever. Yeah, okay. And then, what they do is, they're very crafty. They put fear buffing effects on warlock gear. Have you seen their gladiator gloves reduces the casting time of your fear spell by like 2 seconds, 0.2 seconds, and reduces 50% spell pushback thing when fear? That's retarded. And so was that sentence. It's like they think that we don't notice. Like, yeah, we're nerfing fear. We totally are. Just give us a few more patches. And they give warlock little gears that buff fear. It's like, whatever. Just do it or don't. I also remember a while ago, I was playing around on a Horde character. No, I was actually on my Alliance character when I first started this. I have this macro that whenever I get feared, the effect fear on me, my character just self-yells 5 times, quick spam more fear. So whenever I get the fear effect on me, I just yell that as it's macro. And I was fooling around in the Undercity one time by myself. I was just running around in my little chicken, shrinking myself and running around in the sewers. And two warlocks that had like identical names. So you could tell that they knew each other pretty well. I think their names were like Questions and Answers. They're two undead warlocks, and they were spamming fear on me. So I resisted a few of them, but then I kept getting fear spammed, like at least 3 or 4 times. So I yelled, quick spam more fear, quick spam more fear, quick spam more fear, like 20, 25 times in the Horde major city. So of course, the Horde players, they get pissed off at me, and they report me for spamming. Ever quick Blizzard 5 hours later catches me on my other Horde character that says, hey, you were caught doing something bad. We're gonna ban your account for a few hours. And I actually even asked them before they did it, may I ask what I did wrong? And they kind of sat there for a little while like they were pretending to type back, and they were like, you know what, fuck it, let's just ban them. And then they banned me. So they kind of made me wait, and then they just crushed my hopes and dreams. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then we have the Blizzard website in general. The whole website, for me, it's laggy as fuck, and it's very unclear. Whenever I have one of these, server patch problems, doesn't connect to the server, I always go to the Warcraft website like it tells me, and then I click on the thing that says, if you cannot download, please click here. So I click it, and then it's like, cannot connect to the WoW server, please try again. So I can't do that either. So that I'm forced to just like disable all my firewalls, disable every single thing I have, delete a whole bunch of downloads and programs and, you know, useless stuff every single time there's a new patch. I hate patches. And Blizzard will find like the stupidest, tiniest little thing to patch. Just if they think of something stupid like, hey, let's make it so that you don't have to kneel down when you're looting a treasure chest, they'll patch it. And this whole thing isn't even really touching the expansions. Those are giant wastes of life. You work your ass off. I'm gonna farm AV all week. You sit there on your ass farming AV all week, every week for a year. Then all of a sudden, Blizzard comes out and says, hey, guess what? That doesn't matter anymore. We got a new expansion. You can do it all over again if you want to. Which is why they're losing a lot of customers, and it's retarded. But of course, the millions and millions of WoW addicts all over the place, they're all like, wow, that sounds like so much fun. I love Warcraft. Blizzard is my friend. I think I will go buy it. They go and buy it, and then they go waste their lives some more. I don't even know why I bought friggin' Burning Crusade. Ginny is smart to not buy that shit. But I guess you can't really hold it too much against Blizzard because they are a company, and companies only care about one thing. Sex. No, I'm just kidding. They want money. Or money for sex. That'd be kinda double deal there. Alright, in closing, Blizzard, they find different ways to fuck with you just to, I don't know, watch you squirm. I think. Well, maybe that's just me, my paranoia. But anyways, number 4 on the list. Are you ready for the hint? I'm about to give you the hint. What is number 4 gonna be? The hint for number 4 is, I don't know really how to word this, but it's going to be, I can't give you a hint because I don't know how to word it. It's going to be a type of person in Warcraft, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't. So you'll just have to find out what I mean by that next time. Okay, and for the record, I know I sounded totally like out of it this time, and sort of kind of going all over the place, but that's just because it's 3 in the morning and I'm dead friggin' tired, okay? I'm not stoned, I'm not drunk, I'm not on anything. Stop asking, for God's sake, stop asking. I'm gonna go cut myself and go to bed. I'm just kidding, I'm just gonna go to bed. Okay, bye.